Hi, thank you for watching Ada's Cantina. Today I am going to be making banana bread. This is a really good recipe. It's very moist and it's very popular among my friends. Let me tell you the ingredients we'll be using today. We will be using 3 bananas. Usually I like to make banana bread when I have about 3 bananas that are already been sitting for a while. They're nice and dark. The more ripe they are like this, the better that your banana bread comes out. I will be using half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar, 2 cups of flour, vanilla, ground cinnamon, baking soda, and baking powder and salt. Now I have all 3 of these dry ingredients already ready, and here you can't see it because the ground cinnamon kind of takes it up, but they're all in there together. You need 2 eggs, a half a cup of heavy cream, and 1 stick of butter. Now your eggs and your butter need to be room temperature so they can be soft. See how very squishy, it's all soft and ready to be mixed. All right, let's start with moving all this stuff out of my way first. Also be good if you have a bowl, a spatula, and a hand mixer. I'm not going to use my big mixer today because there's not much mixing that needs to be done. So I didn't see a reason to mess up my whole huge mixer. Let's start by putting our butter into our bowl. And we're going to put our brown and white sugar in there. Save this bowl because you'll be mushing your bananas in there. Let's mix it. Mix it till it's nice and creamy. Okay. All right. So now that it's nice and creamy, we're going to work on our bananas. I also forgot to mention that before I got started, I already had set my oven at 325. All right. Now let's open these bananas. They should practically just fall apart. There we go. Worry about the little bit of brown, that's okay. Last one. Take that foil out real quick. And then mix your bananas so they're nice and creamy. And it should be really quick and easy since they're so ripe. Just squishes really quick. Now, let's add our bananas to our butter and sugars. Now we're going to mix those together. Blend and nice and creamy. Now, at this point, go ahead and beat your eggs. Put those in there. Go ahead and add in your vanilla. I don't really measure out my vanilla because I think you should just put it to your flavor. So usually around a teaspoon or so, or a little bit more. Combined. Now we can add in our heavy cream. Just till it's combined. Your spatula. Make sure you get all the sides. It's all combined good. Now for the dry ingredients, just going to add in our cinnamon and our, which is 1.5 teaspoons, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Just throw it into your dry ingredients. Do a little quick whisk to kind of make sure it's blended with the rest of it evenly in there. There we go. That should be good. Now, I'm going to pour in the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients, but I am done with the mixer because you don't want to mix this too much because then it takes out the moisture of it. You just want to combine it enough to be combined. Mix it up in there. Kind of folding it in. So thickening up as it mixes good together. Just going to mix it so you don't really see any of that powdery looking flour. There we go, it's starting to mix better. And don't forget to not over mix it. Just enough so it's all combined together. It keeps the moisture in. don't see any more flour around. Sides. Scoop the bottom. Sometimes it gets in those corners in your bowl. Alright. Looks nice and combined. Alright. So before I got started, I took one of the little bread containers that usually come and used to make pound cakes and stuff. I have put some parchment paper at the bottom, which is your choice. You could just put the spray, or you can powder the sides, however you feel comfortable with. I like to spray some of the Pam on it, and then I like to put parchment paper. It makes it easier when you put it upside down later for it to come out. Now let's go ahead and put it together. You don't want to fill it all the way to the top because it can go over, because it's going to expand while it's cooking. So if for some reason you're using one that might be smaller, so you have some left, I would suggest not filling it all the way to the top, because then it's going to spill over in your oven. And just a reminder, your oven should be ready to go, and it should be at 320. Now this will cook for about maybe an hour, a little over an hour, but I would say check it around 50 minutes, and then every 5 to 10 minutes after that. As I watch mine, I will let you know how long mine took. I like to shake it out a little bit. Sometimes gets out the bubbles. All right, I will put it in my oven, and I will be back when it's ready. Okay, I have checked on my banana bread, and it is finally done. It took an hour and 10 minutes in my oven. Now, it might be different for everybody's oven. As you can see, it's nice and golden brown. I checked it starting at 50 minutes every 10 minutes by putting a fork in it to see once it came out where it was not sticking anymore on it, then I knew that it was ready. Now let's go ahead and cut a piece so you can see how moist it is inside. As you can see, it's nice and moist. Now one thing you could do is add, before you put it into the pan to cook, is if you want some type of walnuts or some kind of nuts in it, you can also add those in. I didn't have any to add them in today, so, but as you can see, it's nice and moist and it's delicious. So give my recipe a try. Thank you for watching my video today, and if you enjoyed my video, please push like and subscribe to see my future videos. Thank you.